Greetings and salutations, you wonderful motherfuckers. How you doing today? As your lovable, huggable, big-ass pal, Chris, a.k.a. MrRamone420. And I come to you with a brand new review. And you guys have been with me for a very long time, so you know I've talked and reviewed a lot of interesting films in time on this channel. I've seen Eraserhead and Begotten and Dream Purple Neon, as well as Paziscus, the Island of Vomit and Despair. This next one I'm going to be talking about is definitely in that area of what the fuck. It comes from first-time director Sam Salerno. He actually just graduated the University of Southern California's Cinematic Arts program, and I gotta say, for a first-time director, it was some impressive work on his hand, I gotta say. It is entitled The Dark Side of the Womb. Yes, The Dark Side of the Womb. It stars Matt McCarthy, or Wee Matt from AMC's Freak Show. It's basically the premises of what happens when you're given birth and the mother that you have does not love you at all. I mean, oh, really, it's, oh, you feel bad. You really do. Now, the film starts off with the mother is giving birth to two children. One is named Justin, and apparently he's the son of a war hero who unfortunately died in battle. The other son is apparently the son of a dwarf that the mother really didn't care about, to the point where she doesn't want to give the baby any nutrients. He's going to go by Ed, and the one son's going to go by Justin. And you could tell me from the first shot, the mother's going to care more about Justin than she is about Ed. And you have a film that this is going to be a real psychological damage on Ed for the rest of his life.
He'll be just fine.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, keeping all my nutrients for yourself and not letting that bastard brother of yours get any. You show all the signs of being a winner. Who's my legitimate son, huh? Who's my legitimate son?
And then, of course, it goes, after that scene, 30 years later, they're both living with the mother. And apparently there's a weird relationship that the mom and Justin have. I'm not saying that they're fucking. I'm just saying that the mom's probably the male in the relationship.
Justin, I need you to come upstairs to the bedroom with me. Help me with something.
So this interesting conversation's happening. Ed shows up and says, "Hey, look, Ma, I made a drawing for you. What do you think?" The mom doesn't give a shit. But Justin is trying to have a conversation, letting the mother know, it's like, I'm going to go out for a walk. The mother freaks out. Who's this? You know, you're seeing, what are you doing? And he just says, I can't deal with this. I'm going out for a walk. And he goes out for a walk. Now, when he does this, there's a couple of clowns that follow him around. One of them is carrying a knife. And they finally catch up to Justin. Justin's freaking out just a little bit. And unfortunately, they actually kill Justin. But the way they kill him is pretty interesting. I mean, the cinematic look is when they turn Justin's head into a balloon. It's not gory, it's not violent, but it's like has a essence of a real cinematic masterpiece. With the music and the visualization of the valley down below, it works really well for all its work. Now, unfortunately, the mother finds out about this and just destroys her. Now, as much as Ed tries to make her feel better, he just like tries to cheer up and says what he can to, light her up. This doesn't help her. As a matter of fact, she basically says to him, all the people that I loved are now dead and gone, you mean nothing to me. So, she goes for Mother of the Year award. And this basically makes Ed say, fuck it, I'm out of here. Now, we don't see him for a little while. We then go on to a boyfriend-girlfriend who are in the process of having a baby. Now, the first time the mother goes to see her OBGYN, he thinks that this is actually supposed to be abortion. And halfway through, he fucks up and he doesn't realize, oh, this isn't an abortion. So that kind of screws up the kid. And 9 months later, we come to when it's birthing time. And you find out that she's a little bit of a bigger woman. Nothing wrong with that. And, you know, the guy's pretty skinny and very lovely looking woman. And then, of course, the birthing process occurs and the doctor pulls out a full-size head. Just a full-size head. And that's it. The boyfriend sees this. He passes out, cracks open his skull, and they realize that there's nothing they could do for him except put the head of the baby, the full-size head, onto the boyfriend, because that isn't freaky the fuck out of anyone. No siree. But then you realize, oh, it's a dream or a nightmare. But then you realize, no, it's not. And of course, the switch over with the head, it changes. I believe the guy's name is Jesse, the boyfriend Jesse, into something destructive and mean and vicious.
Linda, are you okay, honey?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just a storm. You can go back to bed.
Okay, so while that dream / nightmare was happening, Linda, the woman that had that birthing transplant weird situation, realized that she doesn't want to be with the guy because it apparently reminds her of the baby's head and the baby that they really didn't have, just a fucking head, which doesn't look like the boyfriend or her at all. It's just so bizarre. Words can't really describe how that scene went about, because it's just so she realized she can't be with him anymore, and she's going to go see a doctor that did the transplant, because she's going to tell him that something's not right with him. He's acting violent. Now when she goes see the doctor, guess who's also there? Ed, because apparently he dug up his brother's body parts and he wants them to be attached to him so he can look taller. Sure, okay, we could do that. Now while he's in the waiting room with a box of his brother's body parts, Linda is having a conversation with him with quite possibly the least bit of sexual attraction towards two people I've ever seen in my time in my life. I mean, there was none. He seemed drunk, and she kind of cared that she really put on the face like, oh, I really want to be with you. But it's like, no, you don't. It's just strange. Aside from the fact he also had this encrusted snot on his fucking face, and it drizzled down to his chin. I mean, what the fuck was that? So they make plans to meet up for later. It becomes a weird situation, and I'm not going to talk about the meeting that Linda had with the doctor, because I'm pretty sure not only was the doctor drunk during the scene, he was also retarded, because the doctor came off as like, oh, I tell you, God, something's gonna happen with them, and it's like, good for you for not slurring your words, Doc. Good for you. So we go back, and I can't believe I'm continuing to talk about this fucked up film. Basically, it comes down to both of them kind of love each other, and they decide to get married, and the scene, when Linda asks Ed to marry her is one of the funniest fucking scene there is. You want to get married? Woo-hoo! And there's a clown there. 44 minutes and 45 seconds is the spot where you know you lose your fucking mind. I won't explain what happens in the rest of the film because it's so out there. I mean, literally out there.
I think we should get married.
Married?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll marry you! Let's go! Yeah! Get some! Yeah! Yeah! Getting married? Of course I'll marry you! Yes! Of course! Yeah! Definitely!
I gotta say, guys, this is definitely one of those films that I can't give the best review I can because it's so fucking confusing. There are some films out there that are balls on the scene that you could really enjoy, Pazuskis, and others that are balls on the scene that you really hate, Weed Wolf. This is in the middle because there are parts of this film that you will enjoy and they'll make you laugh and they'll make you cry or make you angry, and there are parts of this film that you hate because of there are certain forms of logical thinking that don't come into play, especially near the end where Ed is meeting certain character, and he should know that any normal person would be able to comprehend that this is not a good person to be around, and he still does. And for that, things occur that shouldn't go that way, but it happens. And the ending parts of it, like, wait, what? You get confused, you get angry, but you enjoy parts of it. So some of the acting was just really bad, just beyond. Others were fantastic. The footage and how it was shot on a lot of stuff was amazing. The gore effects were pretty. I think they did it on purpose to make it look bad, just for the cause of it. Is this something that should be in your collection? I would say so, because it's one of those films that you want to look back, maybe every 5 years, it's like, oh, what the fuck did I watch? And you can go back and enjoy and maybe throw it out. It all depends, because this film has an alarming effect on people. People will either love it, hate it, or just be freaked out by what the fuck happened. So that's basically my true opinion. I don't know. I can honestly say it left me with a lot more questions, and I was definitely more confused than I was happy about it. So I can't say anyone was my favorite actor. I know there were a couple that weren't my favorite actor. So it's an interesting film, and I gotta say, Sam, you did a nice job. Maybe down the line when you do your next film, it won't be as confusing as this one was, because if you do another one that's this confusing, I may have to come and find you just to strangle your neck. But yeah, guys, I just letting you know this is something that you may need to keep your eye out. Now, as of right now, it's going through film festivals. So when there's any news when it's going to be showing up to DVDs or Blu-rays for you, I will let you know. Oh, also, come October 17th, the film that I talked about like 7 months ago, Dreaming Purple Neon, is actually coming out to DVD/Blu-ray through Unearthed Films. So that's actually coming out on October 17th for you guys to check out. Guys, I appreciate the time you took out of your busy schedule to see what I thought. You're amazing people. I love all of you. Take care of yourself. You have a good time. Tune in next week where I'll have another film for you to talk about. Hopefully it won't be as insanely asinine as this film. Interesting, but what the fuck? You guys take care. I love you all. And if you want me to review your film down the line, check me out on my Facebook page. It's the best way to get in contact with me. I'll just let you know in advance. Alright guys, until next time, love you all. Oh, don't forget to click on the notification bell, that way you can keep ahead on when my next review is going to be showing up. Okay, until next time, rate, comment, subscribe, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.